In the annals of Hollywood history, amidst the glitz and glamour, some tales go beyond the spotlight, revealing the poignant and heartbreaking realities that lie beneath the surface. One such story is that of Gene Wilder, a gifted actor whose life was marked not only by comedic brilliance, but also by personal struggles and profound tragedy. In the vibrant city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, on a warm summer day, June 11th, 1933, a young boy named Gene Wilder came into the world. Born into a Jewish family, his parents, William J. Wilder and Jerome Silberman, welcomed him with love and anticipation. From an early age, Gene displayed a natural affinity for acting, a spark ignited when his mother battled rheumatic fever. Determined to provide him with the best opportunities, she sent him to Black Fox, a school known for its performing arts program. However, Gene's time at Black Fox was not without its challenges. He faced bullying, which led him to return home, his spirits temporarily dampened. Back in Wisconsin, Gene found solace in the local community theater scene, immersing himself in the world of stagecraft. At the tender age of 15, he experienced the thrill of performing for the first time, gracing the stage in a production of the timeless classic Romeo and Juliet. With an unwavering determination, Gene embarked on a new chapter of his life, enrolling at the University of Iowa in the early 1950s. There, he immersed himself in school performances and summer stock productions, gaining invaluable experience on the stage. Leaving his familiar surroundings behind, Gene ventured to England, where he sought further education at the prestigious Bristol Old Vic Theatre School. After completing his studies overseas, Gene returned to the United States, ready to embrace the next phase of his life. However, fate intervened, and he found himself serving in the U.S. Army. Upon his honorable discharge, Gene resumed his pursuit of the craft he held dear. He sought guidance and enlightenment at the esteemed Herbert Berghoff Studio and, later, the legendary Actors Studio, where he immersed himself in the teachings of the masters. In 1961, he appeared as a buffoon in an off-Broadway production of Arnold Wesker's Roots. Later that year, he made his Broadway debut as a befuddled valet in Graham Greene's comic play The Complacent Lover. For the latter work, Wilder received the Clarence Derwent Award. During the next few years, Wilder appeared in a variety of stage productions, including One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, a Broadway production derived from Ken Kesey's novel. In 1967, he won his first film role, playing an unnerved undertaker in director Arthur Penn's classic gangster work, Bonnie and Clyde. During the next year, 1968, Wilder won widespread acclaim for his performance as an edgy accountant in Mel Brooks' movie The Producers, a comedy in which various madcaps launch an unlikely musical titled Springtime for Hitler. For his performance in The Producers, Wilder earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. During the next several years, he continued to gain distinction as an accomplished motion picture comic with a flair for combustible anxiety. Notable are his roles in such works as Start the Revolution Without Me, where he plays dissimilar twins serving both sides during the French Revolution, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, in which he plays a quirky candy maker. Once again, destiny brought together the dynamic duo of Gene Wilder and Mel Brooks as they embarked on their comedic escapades. In the year 1973, the creative forces collided in the hilarious film Blazing Saddles, a clever spoof that playfully poked fun at the Western genre. Wilder's portrayal as the inebriated gunslinger known as the Wacko Kid, who forms an unlikely alliance with Bart, an urbane African-American lawman, to liberate a town from deceitful businessmen, left audiences in stitches. The following year witnessed another milestone in their partnership, as Wilder and Brooks joined forces once more for the silver screen gem Young Frankenstein. This cinematic masterpiece served as a delightful parody of the iconic horror films of the 1930s and Mary Shelley's renowned novel, Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein proved to be the pinnacle of both Brooks and Wilder's careers, achieving immense success both commercially and critically. It emerged as a box office sensation, drawing audiences with its irreverent humor and impeccable comedic timing. Critics showered the film with praise, recognizing its brilliance and paying homage to its comedic genius. As the years passed, Young Frankenstein ascended to the status of a cult classic, universally regarded as one of the funniest films of the late 20th century. With the triumphant achievements of Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein, Gene Wilder solidified his position as a leading figure in the realm of comedy. His remarkable talent and collaboration with Brooks propelled them to the forefront of comedic performers, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of audiences worldwide. Eager to explore new horizons, Wilder ventured into the realm of writing and directing. In the film The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes' Smarter Brother, he not only donned multiple hats, but also starred in the lead role. This whimsical and clever production showcased Wilder's versatility and creative prowess, further establishing him as a multifaceted artist capable of captivating audiences both in front of and behind the camera. In the vast realm of Gene Wilder's achievements, his next endeavor encompassed acting, writing, directing, and producing a remarkable film titled The World's Greatest Lover. Transporting viewers to the era of silent motion pictures, the story follows the neurotic baker Rudy Valentine, brilliantly portrayed by Wilder himself. Rudy yearns to emulate the allure and charm of his wife's idol, the legendary Rudolph Valentino, in his quest to become the next great screen lover. Amidst his pursuit of silver screen stardom, Rudy finds himself entangled in a world populated by buffoons and cretins. Particularly memorable are the encounters with a group of movie studio executives whose sole motivation is to unquestioningly agree with their manic superior. Simultaneously, Rudy's wife embarks on her adventure in search of Valentino, longing to be seduced by the infamous Hollywood Lothario. Yet, as their fantasies hover tantalizingly close to realization, both husband and wife come to a profound realization. It is their enduring love for each other that holds significance, surpassing the ephemeral allure of fame and external desires. Continuing their on-screen chemistry, Wilder reunited with Richard Pryor in the 1980 comedy film Stir Crazy. The story revolves around two bumbling friends who find themselves in a series of misadventures that ultimately land them in prison. Although the film, helmed by the director Sidney Poitier and written by Bruce J. Friedman, was regarded by some as light-hearted entertainment, it resonated with audiences and enjoyed considerable success at the box office. A significant factor contributing to the film's triumph was the undeniable comedic rapport between Wilder and Pryor. Their comedic genius shone through in the prison sequences, where the hapless duo desperately sought to assert their masculinity amidst a sea of hardened criminals. As the 1980s unfolded, Gene Wilder's cinematic journey experienced its ups and downs. In 1982, he shared the screen with the talented Gilda Radner in Hanky Panky, a romantic comedy with a twist of suspense. Wilder's character finds himself unjustly accused of murder, embarking on a mission to solve the crime and clear his name. While the film received a lukewarm reception, often criticized for its blend of suspense and humor, it proved to be a personal triumph for Wilder and Radner. Their on-screen collaboration blossomed into a real-life love story, and the couple exchanged vows in 1984. Undeterred by the mixed reception of Hanky Panky, Wilder and Radner joined forces once more in Haunted Honeymoon. This time, Wilder took the helm as the writer, director, and producer of this comedic gem. The story revolves around two radio actors, also lovers, who decide to seek rejuvenation during a weekend getaway at an ancestral home. Little do they know that their peaceful retreat will be disrupted by the eccentricities of Wilder's relatives, leading to a series of hilarious encounters and misadventures. In a joyful reunion, Wilder reunited with Richard Pryor for their fourth collaboration in the 1991 comedy film Another You. Wilder's character portrays a compulsive liar, recently released from a mental institution, who is placed under the care of a street hustler played by Pryor. Tasked with providing community service, the duo embarks on a series of comedic escapades. However, Another You failed to capture the comedic magic of their earlier works, fallen short of the high bar they had set together. By 1986, Gene Wilder and Gilda Radner had already celebrated 2 years of marriage. However, their on-screen collaboration in Haunted Honeymoon marked their final joint venture. Tragically, Radner's life took a devastating turn as she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Despite a valiant battle, she succumbed to the illness in 1989, leaving behind a void in Wilder's life and the entertainment world. In the aftermath of Radner's passing, Wilder dedicated himself wholeheartedly to raising awareness and supporting cancer research initiatives. His personal experience fueled his passion to make a difference and bring attention to the disease that had claimed his beloved wife. In collaboration with cancer surgeon Dr. M. Stephen Piver, Wilder co-authored Gilda's Disease, sharing personal experience with a medical perspective on ovarian cancer in 1996, a heartfelt and informative book aimed at shedding light on the realities of ovarian cancer. In 2003, Wilder made a memorable appearance in the popular NBC sitcom Will and Grace. His guest role earned him accolades, including a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor on a Comedy Series. It proved to be his final acting performance, leaving a lasting impression as a testament to his enduring talent and comedic brilliance. The curtain closed on Gene Wilder's life on August 29, 2016. Tragically, he succumbed to complications of Alzheimer's disease, which had gradually taken its toll. In the comfort of his home in Stamford, Connecticut, this legendary actor bid farewell at the age of 83, leaving behind a remarkable legacy of laughter, compassion, and advocacy. Goodbye and rest in peace, legendary actor Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder.